car washing. All right. Maybe a little microphone action. All right, microphone 1 and operational. Very good. Very good. Very nice. All right, let's plug this guy in, charge it up. Cool. I need to wear a hat for no. Hi, everyone. Hi, everybody. Hi, Dr. Nick. Get my buckets ready. Give me the basket. All right, tire, brush, wheel, brush. This little guy first. Oh, I got some moisture in those lights. That sucks. Not that one, just the other one. All right, that's how it's gonna be. The thumbnail may be deceiving. I'm not washing that car today. This one needs it the most. For show. All right, let's throw a little bit of cleaning juice in here. Okay. Hope everyone's doing all right today. Get some juice going here. Oh yeah. Separate bucket for the wheels, obviously. And then separate bucket for the car. But I use 2 towels on the car. Keep them clean. I'm still going. All right, that's the clean. That's the car wash. The baskets. 2 towels, 1 and 2. Don't let those hit the ground. Don't ever let them touch the ground. If they do, there's no cleaning it. No going back. Just get a new towel. Because you're probably going to scratch the crap out of your car with the stuff that gathered on that fall. Let's get this one up. All right, get it nice and bubbly. Oh yeah. Cold water. Even though it's probably like 70 degrees right now. We're doing okay. All right. Got the Wawa. Bloop, 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 bloop. Come on. There you go. Shake it off. All right. Here's my cool little chair. Okay. Hey, Ace and Brad. Sorry, I won't be able to see the chat, obviously, but I'm mic'd up now, so at least I can make fairly obvious observations. Looks like school's letting out. Working at the car wash. All right, I don't need this right now, so get out of there. Okay, let me grab the wand. A little Wanda Sykes here. It's just so I don't have to bend over and crouch and move as much. All right. I think now, take off the sandals. Untangle. There we go. That's better. That'll work. Hopefully I don't blow this off. All right, I'm gonna spray the kids. Very dirty. Doing what's called a pre-rinse because it is that dirty. You don't even want to wash it yet. Pretty bad, huh? And it's my fault. I let it get there. Not on purpose. Not on purpose. Looks like I'm painting the car with water. It's so dirty. I'm gonna come back here just to make sure y'all can hear the mic. Everything's good. Kosher. On the up and up. Cool. I don't know if y'all can hear, but I'm assuming you can. So good deal. Great. Thank you, Ace. Back to it. Then we get to scrubbing. But like I said, this pre-rinse, this is vital on this car today. It is dirty. Popcorn. Funny sound. Guess I'll do the roof, huh? Here comes Amazon. Wonder if it's for me. I am waiting on something. Hand cramp. Flip it. Switch hands, huh? compared to what it looks like right now, this car is gonna look brand new. Hand switch. Oh, I forgot. The package is delayed another day. Went to the dog park today with all the puppies. And it's not just from today, obviously, but they got all their little snoot marks on the inside of the window. So no matter how much I spray out here, I'm not gonna do anything. They get a new bed today too. It's coming in, waiting on it. That does come in today, so they tell me. Oh, I did not mean to let it get this dirty. This is gross. 2 more wheels and then I can start on the wheels. Just getting the heavy gunk off. That's what, again, that's the point of a pre-wash. Hey, dirty ears, Bill. Bill's got dirty ears. Dirty ears, Bill. Let's see if anyone knows that reference without looking it up. I'm sure it's out there if you look it up. Okay. Don't forget the gas cap. Dirty too. All right. We're done with Wanda Sykes. I'm gonna keep calling it that. I don't know any other Wandas. Except for Wanda from Spawn, the movie. I believe that was Spawn's name, Spawn's wife's name. Wanda! As he burns alive in hell, I guess. Yeah, pretty intense. That, I think, technically was the first not superhero movie, but comic book movie. Maybe not even comic book, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. But definitely one of the first. And it was cool. And John Leguizamo as the clown, what do they call him? Terrifier, Destroyer, I don't know what they call him. All right, coming back, checking on y'all. What's up, everyone? Dirty Ears Bill. All right, back to it. Let's get, this is the heavy duty wheel cleaner, dark stuff. Oh, how's the view? You all right here? I can't move too much because I can't put it in the sun or the battery will overheat and blow up my phone. And I have to keep time checking, 3:30-ish. Because I have my wife's car. She can't get home. Oh yeah, this is the good stuff. This stuff attaches to the wheel and to the tire and the wheel drum and just eats that crap. Ugh, gross. If I ever get enough money, I'll put a body cam right here so y'all can see the first person view of car detailing. And I say detailing, but you know, it's heavy. What I'm doing is heavier than a car wash for sure, more detailed than a car wash, but I wouldn't, I'm not polishing it or, you know, putting any kind of ceramic coating on it. Not this time. I have, but not this time. God, this water's gonna be black when I'm done with it. Probably by wheel number 3. Oh yeah. Into the wheel drum we go. Yuck. Wow. Oh yeah. There's metal under this dirt. I forgot. I'm gonna clean it good. I may not have time to do the inside. I really wanted to, but Mrs. gets off at 6. If I want to do it proper, I don't really have that kind of time. A good, really good car wash and detail interior probably run me about 5 hours. When it's like this, you know, when it's this bad. It's rarely this bad. It wasn't even this bad when I first got the car. I just let it go too long. Just too long. All right, wheel brush. Blicka blicka. Cool. Probably use the tire brush on the wheels too. They're so bad. I'm not going to. Man, last night I watched the documentary on that poor sweet girl. It's on Netflix. I forget her name. I'm sorry. So sad. I mean, you know, they're all sad. And, you know, when people undeservedly died or murdered, excuse me. Make that distinction. Murdered. I forget her name. She was doing a travel vlog with her boyfriend / fiance. It's called American Murder, and I forget her name. And then it's got her name under it. But it was really sad. It's 3 episodes, hour long each. I knew it was going to be sad, but I think it hit home closer because, like, of the time frame. I was like, oh, my wife and I started dating around that time. And it's like, oh, it's even more real, you know, like having an actual time frame. Or not an actual time frame, but being so close to that time frame. Like, it's weird. About 90% cleaner, no, 100% cleaner than it was, 90% clean. All right. All right. Elementary or junior high, I don't know. One of them. All right, this back wheel is the one that has the carpet lining. Bet you didn't know that. A lot of cars and trucks have that. To dampen the sound from the wheels. But what sucks, it gets dirty like no other. Sit long enough. Where's my brush? There it is. Gabby, Gabby Pitton? Something like that. That was that poor girl's name. right, we're just gonna kind of agitate the carpet in here a little bit. Don't have to scrub it clean or anything, or extract it for that matter. It's just outside carpet. But, you know, trying to knock some of the dirt loose. Good chunk of it. Attempt to. I think I have almond skin in my teeth. I was eating a protein bar. It must have had almonds in it. Almonds I'm okay with. Peanuts I'm okay with. Macadamia nuts fine. Pistachios good. I developed a cashew allergy a few years ago. It came out of nowhere. I was never allergic to them before. And all of a sudden, I started getting sick from some protein bars I was eating. They were Costco brand protein bars, and they were great macronutrients. Like, I think they were like 190, 200 calories, 22 grams of protein. They were perfect, and they were cheap, very cheap, and very exciting because I get them in bulk, you know, and they're so cheap. You know, go through 2 of them a day. That starts adding up when they're $2.50 a piece, like a Quest bar or something. Now, again, this was, I don't know, 7 years ago too, so things were cheaper, that's for sure. And anyway, I started getting sick, and I didn't change anything in my diet whatsoever. I was like, what the hell is going on? Then, around, I wasn't like, my throat wasn't closing up and I wasn't having trouble breathing, but, you know, my stomach started hurting. It was very, very sharp pains. Every time I had lunch at the place I was working at the time, I was like, damn, it hurts. It's probably, I guess, the stress of the job or something. I don't know. Didn't really know because, again, my diet didn't change at all. Then, one moment. Then, right around Christmas time, my aunt, she got me a little, like a tin can of like nuts, mixed nuts, you know, like cashews and peanuts and I think almonds and very few macadamia. They do that on purpose. But let's see. Hey, what up, Hank? Oh, I'm going to sleep. All right. I'll see you later, bud. Thanks for stopping in. Always appreciate it, buddy. Anyway, when I got the peanuts, or the mixed nuts for Christmas, you know, went ham on them because I love them. And I started getting sick. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. Something's going on here. And then I was like, oh, I think I'm allergic to peanuts now. And I look up, I'm like, can you just get allergic to something all of a sudden when you weren't before? Yep. So I thought it was peanuts at first. So I stopped eating the peanuts. Ta-da, it wasn't. because I was still getting sick eating the rest of them. Because I'm still going to eat them, you know. Like I said, I love them. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's divide these up and try it out. Anyway, you know how the rest ends. I tried out once I finally hit cashews and waited about half an hour or so. It's like, oh, it's so sharp and it burns and it sucked. But now I also know I'm allergic to not just cashew itself, but like anything with cashew in it. Because like I said, those protein bars had cashew in it. It was just made with cashew. There was no nuts in them. It was just made with cashew, and that's enough to make me sick. And that's what did it. So as much as I like cashews, I will absolutely not eat them anymore. And that's how I found out I was allergic to cashews. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so dirty. When it starts heating up, I mean, it's getting warm here in February. It's getting warm, but really March, April, that's when it starts warming up. When that starts warming up, then I'll bust out the old canopy for the cars so I don't have to get sunburnt. I used to wash at 8 o'clock in the morning to beat the sun. And I probably still will, you know. Maybe not that early, maybe like 9 or 10, but, you know, beat the sun. And, you know, you get like a full uninterrupted hour because the sun's rising over there on the other side of the house. So you get at least an hour, almost 2, uninterrupted, no sun exposure. You get light, but you're not exposed. Butterfly. And although it's a little cooler in the morning, during the summer it doesn't matter. It feels good. Right now it's quite a different feeling though, because it'll still be 50, 45 degrees-ish at night. So in the morning, you know, that water's cold. But like I said, around summertime, well, springtime for that matter in Houston, it doesn't matter. It's hot. I don't want to live here forever. My wife either. She doesn't want to live here forever. If we get the opportunity to go somewhere cooler, we gone. Get my voiceover career off the ground. I can do that anywhere. Heck, I can even do it on the road. I don't think it'd be very good because unless you're parked, you're gonna have some road noise. And when you record voiceovers, it's gotta be perfect because the sound engineer or yourself, you're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear the background stuff. I mean, I hear it. I hear the buses driving by and trucks, you know, diesel trucks coming through. If I'm recording, I'll pick it up on the microphone, and you know, can't use that take anymore because it's ruined. Wish I had a sound booth or a basement. Basement would be ideal. Sound booth, I could get one or build one, but it would go inside of a room in the house. It's weird, you know, and then you'd have to deconstruct it when we move. So not totally practical. Let's give that another scrubby. Here. You go. Clean yourself up. more wheel. 30 years bill. Let's have it. I get to start working out again tomorrow. My leg is healed up enough, you know, doesn't hurt to, it's not uncomfortable, excuse me, to walk. Because if I tried doing cardio, anything with my legs, walking, bicycling, no way, man. It's a fun noise. Get the wheel wells. Let that sit for a minute. Normally I wouldn't put that much on, but it's gross. You don't want to point that too close to your hand. The difference between like 10 inches is serious pain. All right, give me a little sweat rag. Because like I said, here in Houston, it's hot. And then, yeah, Ace lives in Nevada, so it's hot as hell there too, I know. Oh hey, my Amazon delivered. I guess it went to the mailbox instead. My little razor blades for my vinyl cutter. Okay. Forgot to check the time. I wish I had like an earpiece of the chat. Yeah, that might be more of a curse than a blessing when the trolls start getting in there, you know. That would be no fun. People screaming, all in caps lock. Scribba-dibba-dib. All right, again, just agitate the carpet back here. For those of you just joining, carpet mark in the wheel well? That's right. I am brushing carpet outside of the car, underneath it. Lots of cars have it. Mm-hmm. Gross. Yeah. I don't know if y'all can see it, but yeah, that bucket's black now. I think it was probably black by tire 3. My prediction. Whoa. What is that? Oh, it's the sticky tape. It's sticky tape where like the little tire weights would go, but the tire weights are right above that. So was there more tire weights that came off? Wheel weights, excuse me. I don't know, but I don't like that. All right. Scrub a scrub. All right, we're done with the drum. And now for the face. Like I said, this isn't going to be, you know, show car when it's done, but my God, is it going to be way better. There's a detailer that I like watching every now and then. His name is the name of his channel is called Ammo NYC. I forget his name. Anyway, he does the comparison. Like he goes, you know, sometimes when you're washing a car or detailing a car, you're not trying to make it perfect, like, because sometimes he gets really old cars that are like rusted, but they're classic cars. So, you know, someone buys them and sends it to him, and like, hey, can you clean this up before, you know, we before we get it. So he'll do that. So if it's like an old piece of crap paint job, like the car's awesome, but you know, like a 1970 Ferrari or something, you know, worth 20 million bucks. He makes it nice, but you know, you can't, he doesn't repaint the cars, you know, he just cleans them up, makes them nice. So, you know, you're taking a car that has, let's say 100% damage, and you're trying to take it down to 40% damage, and that's a huge difference. But like when you get a show car, you're trying to take a car that has like 5% damage and take it down to like 2% damage. So that's where the super fine details come into play. When I say damage, I mean dirt, gross, grime, filth, not damage. I can smell someone's fragrance. It's a male cologne fragrance. Not all cologne is cologne. It's not me. I'm not wearing that. One day they'll develop a textile with sound dampening properties. Well, they already have it technically. They really do. They use it typically on the rest of the car underneath the carpet, you know, lines of the floor and everything. It's like sound dampening, sometimes fireproof, heat shield, and it dampens sound too. Why don't they just stick that under the wheel wells? They put carpet. They put literal carpet in the wheel wells to dampen sound. Dumb. Stupid. Where's my little, there it is. Yeah, why wouldn't they do that? Maybe some high-end cars do it, but I'm pretty sure it's all carpet on the outside, underneath. All right, bloop. Let's fill this puppy up. I had to fill up the rear left tire, driver's side rear tire today. A little low because of fluctuation in temperature. If y'all did not know that, I don't really know my audience, my YouTube audience. I know a few of y'all, Ace and Hank and Atlas when he shows up, Cateter now, he's pretty regular. But yeah, I haven't seen Atlas or Carp in a while. But anyway, what I was getting at, I don't know my audience's, you know, backstories, minus a few of y'all. All right, y'all ready for some suds? Let's go ahead and do the, they always say to do the top and the back first because it's the dirtiest. But today it really doesn't matter because everything is really dirty. That's not new. That's from a little bump leaf. We don't have a lot of leaves around here. Parents do. They have a lot of pine needles everywhere and sap. Ugh, poor vehicles. All right, yeah, we're good. Let's do it. sudsy. Let's get the windshield. And then you let that sit for a minute. Let the enzymes do their thing. I don't know if I'm using that correctly, the word terminology. I know enzymes is a word. That much I'm sure of. But I'm no rock scientist. All right, now I'm gonna hit it with the brush first. All the cracks, that's the point of this little guy. Get the hard to reach spots that you can't really get with a full cloth. You know, little cracks and crevices. Super fine, super soft brush. So it is to not scratch the paint or the chrome, in this case plastic, but you get it. A little behind the spots, you know, on the license plate, and the license plate itself if you want. You don't have to. There we go. Yeah, I keep thinking about that documentary last night. That's sad. Oh, let me get down here. And this is holding water down here for some reason. I'm assuming there's a leak somewhere. Not holding water, but holding moisture. That's no good on a light, you know? You would like the light to, you know, illuminate things. And it's not going to do that very well if it's foggy, full of dirty moisture and water, you know. Like I said, get all the cracks up in here, down there. This is where this comes in real handy. Boy, these pretzels are making me thirsty. Another bus? Jeez Louise. I remember on the rare occasion, it was mostly like in 10th grade, when I would have to ride the late bus, get home at like 5 instead of 3-ish. When I was running track, we would, you know, stay after, run track, do drills and stuff. And have to catch the late bus. And then my old neighborhood where I grew up, we had, you know, the bus stop or whatever. So the regular bus would, you know, when the regular drop-off bus would come home and drop you off at the bus stop where they picked you up at, basically. You know, you just kind of walk down to the bus stop, you know, 10 yards or so. But the late bus said, nah, screw you. They dropped me off at the front of the neighborhood. That was about half a mile walk. This is where I would say, uphill, in the snow. No, it was never like that. It did suck though. After literally running in track, you get to walk an extra half a mile after you've relaxed on the bus for a little bit, and you're like, okay, here you are, here's your neighborhood area, go, walk. You go, oh, that sucks. Yeah, because I remember the very first trip home on the late bus. They drop you off at the front of the neighborhood. And I was like, oh, no. My bus stop's way down there. And she's like, yeah, I know. And I was like, oh, okay, so you don't want to drop me off down there. it sucked, but you know, life does sometimes. You just, if it's not that big of a deal, you roll with it. I'm not saying get stepped on, get walked on, I mean. But, you know, you gotta let crap roll off your back sometimes. You can't make everything a big deal. Life is unfair. It always will be. So, you're gonna have to choose the battles, you know, you wanna use your energy on. UPS. Ooh, I think he's coming with the dog bed. Awesome. Gross. So dirty. Again, I'm just trying to knock it down from 100% dirty to 40%. And that will be a significant change. A lot of used car dealerships. What's up, man? Appreciate it. You too, man. Love it. Whenever they go to sell their car, if it's dirty, or even if it's not dirty, they'll just they'll take it, spend, I don't know, a couple $100 on getting it detailed inside and out, and you better believe that increases the resale value on your used car. 100%. Like, even I always use Ferrari as an example, you know, just a real expensive car, right? I don't care what you pick, but say the resale value on that car, $1 million, right? Let's just call it that. You want to get as close to that resale value as you can get, because if it, you know, shows up dirty and black and streaky and crap, no one wants to buy that. It looks less than it should be, so they're going to pay you less. Wow. It is so dirty. Or was. What's the time check, y'all? Throw it out at me. I gotta leave it about 5:30, 5:40-ish. So I got about an hour and a half. Thanks for hanging out here, Ace. Appreciate saying it looks good. Like I said, I'd love to have like a on-body camera. What do they call it? What do the cops call it? Not chest mount camera. What do they call that? Get some Gatorade. Body cam. That's the word. Hey, Daisy May. Hey, sweetie. Yeah, I need like a body cam if I did more car washes, so you can really see the difference, or a cameraman for that matter. The before and after is astounding. Like, you can still see the streaks. I haven't done this side, but you see the streaks of dirt that the water was pushing around. Huh. That needs to get repainted up there. There's chips coming off that. I don't like that. All right, let's do the left side first, I guess. I mean, driver's side. Passenger side. Come on, Mark. How old are you? All right, let's hit it. All right, let's hit it. No, I'm not gonna do the wheels. I already made those pretty. Here, and then we'll do the roof on this run too. Whoop. I was like, I'm not gonna do the wheels, and I spray the wheels like the first thing. While that's sitting right now, let's open up this box. It's a dog bed. It should be. Amazon or Costco didn't ship me something else. It's the same one that they have right now, just newer. Because I got them one. We got them another one, but like, it's just a little too firm. And talk about spoiled. They still hang out. Oh, it's air packed. Nice. So they still hang out on the old, nasty, dirty one. There you go. You ready? Yeah, that's it. Let's put some air into it. You ready? Here we go. Can you hear that? Let it inflate, so to speak. Nice. Yeah, they love the other one, that really soft circle bed. They don't fight over it, but they definitely call it. Like, whenever who's ever over there first, oh no, I called it. They're very childish. I know that. That's okay. We still love them. Maybe that's why we do love them. I don't know. All right, get the little moonroof action going on here. Yum, 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 yum. And get the crevices and crackaroonies inside the mirror, which somebody hit. They dinged it, and they didn't leave a note. They dinged it and broke some plastic on it and fled the scene. Because it was cracked, but it was not that cracked. They broke stuff off of it. So, again, life. It sucks. You get screwed sometimes. But you also are fortunate many other times. They say, I forget which person quoted this, who the quote comes from, excuse me, but comparison is the thief to joy, which is very good. That's a very good quote. But let's say you're comparing yourself, if you think you're poor or something like that, like, think about someone else in another country, like a third world country or something, how poor they are, struggling to, like, survive, eat. Are they going to eat that day? Are they going to eat that week? it can be worse. It can always be worse. So, again, you have to, I know it sucks sometimes, but you have to, be thankful for what you have, even if it is not enough, Even if you want more, if you need more, be thankful for what you have, Again, you're going to have crappy days. You're going to have worse days than others. But you know what? You're going to have better days than others too. Those are the good ones. And it's very important when good days happen, you stop a second. You go, damn, today's a good day. The weather's nice. I feel good, My back doesn't hurt, or, had a good meal, or, whatever you're thankful for. It's really important to remember those days too. Everyone remembers the bad days. Oh man, the other day I lost my keys and I couldn't find them for a whole day. I was late to work and blah, 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 But let's turn that around for a second. You're late to work. You have a job. You're making money. Probably. So, again, it may not be the job you want. You may not like your boss. You may hate your boss. I did at one of my jobs. Just one of them. It was awful. But the people there that I worked with made it better. The job still sucked, and I got out of there as fast as I could, but I was there for 2 years. But, the people I worked with were good. It's just my managers and bosses sucked. Terrible people. One of them was. You won't hear me talk a lot of negative, but, like I said, that's life. Sometimes it does suck really bad. And you gotta roll with it until it gets better. And it'll probably get better. It'll most likely get better, You're not gonna just live every single day a terrible life. You can make it that way, You can view your life as terrible. You can think your life is terrible and then live it like that accordingly. That's no way to live. That sucks. You're frustrated all the time. You're anxious. You're mad at everyone. You blame everyone for everything. That sucks, man. All right, let's spray her down. I think I got some of the hood. side of the roof. Tomorrow may be the interior day for mine and hers. Ooh, fluffy bed. Okay, we got hood, roof, front, passenger side. Let's do the back end. That's where it's dirty. Probably the most dirty, believe it or not. You think, oh, well, no. Why wouldn't the front be the dirtiest? Well, the front gets hit with all the dust and crap, yes, but the back is where it collects. It comes down over the car and just sits. Just sits there and dies. So I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. Again, why is that so hot? There's usually a reflection off of a window or something that the sun is concentrated and it hits you like a magnifying glass. I'm trying to figure out where that's coming from, because it's right there. What window is that coming off of? Maybe that one. It just gets focused like a magnifying glass, and it's extra hot. Oh, let me reposition y'all best I can here while keeping it in here. Yep, you won't be able to see me very well, but I'll be back in no time. Let's turn off the notifications. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, Ace. Appreciate it. And you don't have to, by the way. You can absolutely leave anytime you want. You don't have to mod. You don't have to do anything. But I appreciate it. Especially when we got some trolls and jokers on there. Right now, I can't even, doesn't matter, because I can't respond to them or see them anyway. The all-new what year is this, 2015? The all-new, slightly used, slightly damaged 2015 Nissan Altima. Made for the road, made for humans. So I imagine maybe an AI car commercial script would go. Like, hey, drive this car. It's equipped with 4 wheels, like all cars. It also runs on gasoline, sometimes batteries. I'm like, what the hell? This car has seat belts to keep you safe. That would be kind of funny. I think AI would probably know the difference by now, of what sounds right and what doesn't. But I don't know. I've never asked it to run a script, a car commercial script. I don't know. Dirty. All right, let's hit this right here. Start up here. Get the glass first. Whoa, 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 whoa. I remember whenever I first moved here, that dog was there too. And I'd be walking one of my dogs. Well, I only had one dog at the time, but I'd be walking my dog. I walk past that fence, and of course, and then I said it out loud. I said, "Oh, what a well-behaved dog." I said it really loud. And I'm assuming the owners heard that, because for quite a while, either I was lucky when I was walking again or something. Jeez, that sun is hitting me just right. Either I was lucky when I was walking and that dog wasn't out, or they put that dog inside for some time. And I was like, oh, well, that dog got in trouble because of me. That sucks. It's the owner. It is me that I smell that fragrance on. How about that? I didn't think it was me. This is a fragrance I don't typically wear. I guess it's hitting me just right today. And I don't even know what it is. That one's done. I don't even know what it is. I know it's a combination of something though. Probably Armaf. That orange one. It's a light blue bottle with an orange top. Pretty citrusy, fruity, but citrusy mostly. Maybe have mixed it with my imitation, my dupe of Baccarat Rouge, which is amazing. God, I wish I could afford the real one. I think it's like $500, $300, $500, something like that, for like a 1.7 ounce bottle of a fragrance. There's more expensive ones than that, that's for sure. But yeah, Baccarat, that's up there. But I do love a good fragrance, that is for sure. I always watch my fragrance YouTubers. You know, Jeremy Fragrance has gone the way of a mental patient, but he was fun. You know, he was informative. He was a lot of things, but now he's a bunch of new things. And entertaining, but that's not why I'm wanting to watch fragrance reviews, you know? I'm not trying to be entertained. I'd like to be informed. And, you know, he'll throw in some information, but man, I don't know where he went. And it could be an act. Could be his new character, for that matter. Jeremy Fragrance as a wild card. Follow the teachings of Jesus. That's what he says. I think he's German. I don't know. He's a little wacky though. His tone shifted quite a bit. And maybe he had an enlightenment. But man, he's going about it funny. Got some fog in there. Yep, that's on the inside. Damn. It's a little bit, but damn. Never had any before. Oop, flip it. And flip it. There we go. I got a 360 swivel head for that reason. I almost like detailing the inside more, but I don't. It's a close draw though. It's outside you get air, breeze, but you get wet and sprayed and hot and but inside you get hot and no breeze, but you're in a much smaller area just doing much smaller things. Yeah, I definitely won't have time tomorrow or today. I'll have to do it tomorrow. All right, to the shaded side. Yeah, it looks so much better. It's not perfect, but it looks so much better. Again, we're not trying to make it show car. We're trying to take it from 100% dirty to, what did I say, 40. And by God, I might even be at 35% dirty. There's my little sprayer. There you go, Mr. Bubbles. Mr. Sparkle. Y'all know that episode of The Simpsons? A little overspray, that's all right. I don't mind. All right, what's the time check here? We got 4:30. Okay. Joanna? Message retracted? Oh. Let's see, I started this at... What time did I start this? 3? I think it was 3. All right, let's take old fluffy bed inside. Well, I don't think it's fully inflated yet. I'm gonna give it another little bit. Just need to get it out of the way. All right, brushy, brushy. Let's see, today's Tuesday, right? Yeah, so today is Tuesday. I have bowling Wednesday and Saturday. Bowling Thursday, excuse me. I said Wednesday. I have bowling Thursday and Saturday. I'll stream both of them. Saturday is a tournament. It's Saturday or Sunday. I don't remember, but it's the weekend. And I'll stream that. That one's a tournament. Me and a couple of the guys are doing. Hopefully, we place at least and make the money back of the entrance fee. I think we always have. We've always at least made our money back. Maybe one time we didn't, but I think we've done, or me personally, maybe 6 tourneys, I think. 5, I don't know, but all but one time. All right. Oh, that was the old alarm. Okay. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Ace. But now I have a conundrum, or a quandary. I don't think it's this one. I should have thrown it on the ground. I think it's this one. Oh, man. Ah, they're both dirty. No, that's pretty clean. We're gonna run this one. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna run this one. Whew. It's a close call. Yeah, up here. You know, whenever I had that really terrible job that I was in a depression, it was bad. I was living alone. Well, mostly living alone. Mostly living alone, but I think my cousin, she rented out a room for a little bit. But it's not like we hung out or anything. So, you know, she did her own thing, I did my own thing, and we didn't hang out. But, you know, coming home, you know, you work 12-hour days, up to 100 hours a week, Monday through Sunday, you know. It wasn't every week. I'm not going to say I worked 100 hours every week, but I worked 80 hours every week, for sure. So yeah, being overworked and in a really shitty environment with shitty managers, that puts you in a funk, man. Hang on, there we go. Little car booger. That changed me, that job. Not in a good way. And it changed my, I don't want to say it changed my personality, but it made me different, 100%. Because of what that job did to me. I was not as happy anymore. And it's changed my DNA, if you will. Like, you know, I'm very happy, very lucky, very blessed. But that job messed me up. I did not like it. I still have buddies, at least one of them that works there. Now there's different management there. And, you know, I don't think he loves it by any means, but, you know, he's moved up in the ranks there. And, you know, it's tolerable. I think he tolerates it. And, you know, he provides for his family, his puppies and his kittens. So, you know, sometimes that's what you have to do. You make sacrifices for the greater good, if you will, you know. If you have to, what was that? If you need to provide for your partner or your pets or your parents or relatives or something like that, and they can't, then, you know, it's something you have to do. But try to do it with a smile, because, like I said, if you're just walking around pissed and depressed all the time, you're gonna have a lot of bad days. So you kind of have to look at it in a different perspective. I know it's easier said than done. I know that. Believe me, I know that. But you're not going to just switch it off. You can't. You can't go, oh, I'm depressed. Oh, I'm not depressed. Life's good. Nope. You just take little tiny baby steps. Like, I'm depressed. You know what? But hey, at least I got to eat dinner. At least I had breakfast. At least I have air conditioning in my house, you know? You take baby steps. Windy. Pop that trunk open. Trunk gas cap. Well, I got it pretty good. Yeah, it's good. Okay, that is a car wash. Now to dry it down, make it prettier, do the tires. I still got about an hour because I still got to clean up too. That takes a good 20 minutes. Oh, sorry. Hope the mic's working again. Yeah, green light. Sorry you have to deal with what you have to deal with. And again, I'm not dismissing it, but sometimes, you know, that's the only cards you're dealt. And you have to make them work. It sucks. But like I said, baby steps as far as being, you know, looking at life differently, looking at your life differently. You know, what do you have? What do you have that other people don't? That you're grateful for? Think about that. these towel dries. I got sent this towel through TikTok shop because I asked for a free sample. This was a long time ago when they were throwing out free samples left and right. I think Black Magic, I think, is the towel name, I think. Anyway, super duper absorbent, but like, it's just because it's absorbent doesn't mean that I mean, technically it's holding water, yes, but it's like displaced, so it's not like the towel is soaking wet. Hello. Hey. It's not like the towel is soaking wet after one wipe down. Sounds really neat. Like it's still mostly dry after I wipe down half the car. And granted, this side's pretty dry because it's sitting in the sun. I don't like letting it sit in the sun. Makes those hard water spots. That's no good. Then you really got to get it buffed, cleaned. Well, that's a whole extra added cost. I have a polishing wheel, you know. Oh my God, it smells like popcorn. Wow, that smells amazing. Oh, it smells like buttered popcorn. Wow, that smells amazing. That is strong. Oh my God. It smells like it's right in front of my face. That smells amazing. It even smells like warm too, if you can imagine that. I think when you're having a stroke, you smell toast. I think that's the thing. It's not toast. I don't smell toast. I smell delicious buttered popcorn, buttered sausage. Reminds me when I played Little League baseball, when I would go to, you know, the games play, there was always the concession stand, you know, sell popcorn, peanuts, and, you know, candy and stuff like that. And just thinking about that, it brought me back there for a moment. That was nice. I had one of the highest batting averages in Little League. Not to brag or anything, but that was pretty cool. That was like, I would probably say that was one of the first achievements I was ever like genuinely proud of. You know, it was a skill that I worked at, you know, I didn't just have it. And I got good in Little League. But I grew tired of baseball. There we go. There we go. Hey, buddy. What?
Can't believe this weather. It's gorgeous.
Oh man, it's perfect. Yeah, perfect car washing weather. I need to take a clay bar to this. I mean, it needs a deep clean. This was granted, it was a deep clean, but it was a surface clean, you know? I'm not polishing anything, buffing anything. I'm just making it more than presentable, but you know what I'm trying to get at. This isn't a $1,000 detail. You know, this is just a maintenance wash, a little past maintenance. You know. Hello. Oh, looks like we got some past messages. Bacon's good for me? Yeah. Oh yes, I'm in Texas. Hey. Let's do the wheels. Let's clean up the wheels. No, let's clean the glass first. Let's do inside and out. Glass cleaner of choice, Rain-X 2-in-1 glass cleaner and sealant, if you will. Where's my other one? There it is, invisible glass. That's also really great, but I'm just going to be using this and my glass rag. That's my Scrub Ninja. Shake it up a little bit, make sure it's on. All right. We dry? Yeah, we're dry. Cool. Whenever it's coated real smooth, which I'm not going to do today, but when it's really coated, you just throw a towel on there and it'll just go like, it'll just glide off like it's a Teflon cooking pan. It's really neat. All right. I'm gonna take the glasses off, sweating a little too much. What's the time check? 4:45, okay. Spray, you don't need much. Gotta get a good spray though, there we go. Use the Scrub Ninja to get the ick stuff off. Yeah, that's funny. The guy, whoever asked where I was, because I'm sure, like a lot of people, it's still snowing. Not here. Not even close. Granted, like, I think it was, 1 week ago? You know, it was 29 degrees. I think maybe the next wash I do on this thing, I'll use a clay bar. What a clay bar does, it's a clay. It is literally a clay bar, but the impurities that you can't see stick to the bar. You apply a little soap to the bar and the car, and you just start rubbing. You keep it lubed up the entire time because you don't want the bar to dry and the clay start flaking off on you. So you keep it lubed up. There we go. And you just scrub away at your car, and you see how filthy it really is. Like if I look at the hood right now, you're like, hey, that's pretty clean. You're like, wow, that looks great. Even up close. You take a clay bar to it, because clay bars are usually yellow. You see the black immediately. It's crazy. You're like, oh my God, this car's filthy. Yeah, let's do this first. Scrub Ninja away. Okay. Let me do the inside while I'm at it. Now, let's wipe it down first though. I don't like it drying. Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh man, that's so clean. Be even cleaner once I do the inside. See some doggy snoots. Snoot marks. ironically, the inside is dirtier. The window, at least. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the inside. Just the window. I gotta get the cracks of the door too. I try to get everything that I can think of. And I've watched a lot of videos too, you know, of people, professional detailers, detailing. They're like, hey, you know, here's spots most people miss. Gas cap probably being number one. If you have a gas cap that you have to pop open, everyone forgets about it. And it holds a lot of dirt and crap in there, so you gotta keep it clean too. Yeah, it's pretty good. I see one little snoot mark. Oh, okay, good. Landed on the backside. We're okay. All right, next, this one's the dirty one. The dirty one. Oh my God. This is where the doggos sit. All right, let's go a couple different directions here. It's so gross. Dog boogers. Yep, pretty gross. But we love them. I'll bring one of the little ones. They're all pretty little. Daxie was the big boy. He was the Great Dane. I'll probably bring the littlest one with me when I go pick up the missus. Okay. That is, I want to say, 95% better. I'll hit it again when I do the interior. Make it really pretty. Golly, you can see even after the wash, pre-rinse, soap, scrub, rinse again. You still see the dirt streaks coming down the back window. Yeah, it looks like a sand dune coming down. Not that bad, but visually, like the streaks are pretty bad. But I like the Scrub Ninja for glass. It's just a little more abrasive, not much, but you know, when you have super heavy dirt or dog boogers, you need it. Wow. Whew. Man, that's on there. Part of it, why I'm having to scrub so hard, is because it's sitting in the sun. You should never wash a car directly in sunlight, because the water gets hard and quite basically stains your car with water, with dirty water. And you should never, ever detail it with other chemicals other than water in the sunlight like I'm doing. So I'm trying to work really fast before this stuff dries streaky. if you move fast enough, it works. Works well enough. Dog boogers. Boogies. Boogie boogie. Need a lot of liquid for these mucusy dogs. One more spritz, a light coat here, and then rinse or dry. Wonder if I have time to do the tires. Oh God, that looks so much better. Yeah, it dries really fast like this. I don't like doing this in the sun. It flash dries, it's so quick. It's just like an instant once it sits on there for 3 seconds. It dries and leaves a streak, lots of streaks. These aren't passenger boogers, these are more dog boogers from our little one that sits up front with us. The other two sit in the back. She says, "I'm too small. I can't sit back here with them." She has a hard time saying her R's. So like, she's hungry. She has a hard time saying R, hungry. I'm trying to train her, to enunciate, pronounce words correctly. But, she's a little puppy, so she's a good girl most of the time. 5 o'clock. I got time. I got time for tires. Just tires, not wheels, though. Where's my black tire shine? Is this wheel or tire? Seal and shine. There it is. Hybrid tire shine. And my little scrubby. I love this thing. Kind of want a new one. Super cheap. I think it was like $4, $3 even. Car wash stuff and gets expensive, but you also use it for quite a while, unless you're washing a whole lot of cars. But this was super cheap, and I've seen them go for a lot of money, like the name brand ones. They're the literal exact same one, but they'll throw turtle wax on there, for example, and charge an extra 50%, something that costs maybe more than that. Something that costs $3, charge you 10. So I like to slightly coat the brush itself. All right, and then hit the tire. And it makes this tire look like it's a brand new tire. And there are a whole lot of tire shines out there. Graphene coatings and blackout tire shines and paints and stuff like that. But I just try to get one, and that it has to fall in 2 categories: affordable and or if it's more expensive, well worth the money, you know? Like, just for example, let's call this $5. Sorry. Let's call this bottle of Tire Shine $5. Might have been 5 or 6, 7. Okay. And when I put this on, the tires, after a car wash, it'll keep the tires nice dark black for 2 weeks. That's pretty good. Then they start fading, you know, they start going back to their dull black or, you know, gray, depending on how old they are. Should never have really old tires. Anyway, but some bottles will be $20. And they'll claim you get a month of protection on your tires. And I've seen tons of videos comparing, contrasting ceramic coatings for cars, glass coatings, tire shines, the difference between graphene and acrylic and all this crap. And there's a lot of stuff in car washing that most people don't know about. Anyway, but yeah, I'm not gonna pay, you know, almost 6 times the price, definitely 5 times the price for an extra couple weeks, you know, of protection. Nah. It's, you know, maybe if I had a show car, you know, and it needed to look perfect all the time. Sure. You got an expensive car, really expensive car. You want it looking nice all the time. For your everyday driver, literally everyday driver, you know, make it look good, make it presentable, and you're better than, you know, 25% of the cars on the road. That's a good number. And you're not spending an arm and a leg on supplies and crap, you know. There's some pressure washers that run, I don't know, $800, $1,500 for a pressure washer to spray your car. That's literally all you're doing. Now, granted, the more expensive ones have higher pressure, but just because it has higher pressure doesn't mean you can use higher pressure. You blow the paint right off your car, you know, like. This is just an example. These aren't real numbers, but let's say my pressure washer has, make up a number here. Let's just say 100 PSI, right? And that is plenty for getting dirt, getting soap, getting grime off the car. Not once a complaint. And that pressure wash cost me $80, $90 when I bought it. Or I can spend 10 times that price and get more pressure out of the pressure washer gun handle, more gallons per minute, you know, sprays more water. No, man, not for 10 times the price. Again, it's not my business. Car washing isn't my business, so it's like, I'm very happy with what I have. I would love high-end stuff. I love high-end stuff. But also, if I have to buy it, I'm gonna buy what does the job pretty well. Better than pretty well. The average person, you show them, you know, their car before and after with my little setup here, they would say, you know, wow, it looks like $1 million. And they'd be, you know, genuinely happy, you know, after a car wash and light detail. They wouldn't know you used a $50 car tire shine over a $5 car tire shine, you know? But it's also preference. You know, how picky do you want to be about yourself? Turn this off. There we go. And you know, what's your clientele too? You know, if you are washing strictly high-end BMWs, Mercedes-Benz, Ferraris, you know, Maseratis, Lamborghinis, yeah, you should probably, since you're more than likely making good money on those car washes, because the cars are more expensive, so they require more detail, not because they are more expensive, or excuse me, not just because the car is expensive, but, sorry, I'm having a hose issue here, but just because the client, you know, has a lot of money doesn't mean you get to charge them a lot of money. But if their car, because there's different kinds of paint on cars too, some of it's more sensitive, you know, and if a car is more expensive, if the paint is thinner and more sensitive, you got to be more careful with it. You have to use different kinds of brushes, different kinds of wax, compounds, pads, all this stuff. So you are going to charge more because you're having to use higher end stuff yourself for the higher end car. I know. I geek out on the car washing stuff sometimes. I used to be really bad about it. I'd literally watch videos of car washing at work. My friend Johnny could tell you about that. You know, have some downtime at work. I just, you know, people watch streaming, you know, gaming. I watch car washing videos. Pretty weird. But, you know, I picked up a lot of tips too on it, you know, a lot of different products too. Some that, you know, I would never have come across myself, or if I would have, it would be way later on in my journey, you know, in my car washing journey. But you watch, yeah, detailers. They're called detailers, but you watch them do it, and they're like, hey, I use this because, you know, it gets me the best results here for my glass, you know, whenever I'm cleaning the glass. And you're like, oh, wow, I've never even heard of that brand. I've only heard of Armor All, you know? Especially at the beginning, you really want to watch a few videos of someone that really knows what they're doing. Oops, sorry. To, you know, get an idea of not just the process itself, but, you know, stuff you're not going to learn, or you will learn by yourself, but just it would take you a lot longer than someone straight up telling you, hey, you know, hey, this is a great glass cleaner, this is a great tire cleaner, whatever. And it helps a lot, you know. You know, if you think about it, you know, if you practice, let's just say, baseball, you practice baseball with a professional, or you practice baseball with your friends that aren't professionals, they're on your level or worse, you think you're going to get better over time practicing with a professional that's telling you, hey, this works, this doesn't, trust me, I'm a professional? Yeah. Your skill level is going to increase quite a bit just by being in proximity to people with higher skill levels, more knowledgeable, you know. That goes, this thing is not straight. It's bugging the crap out of me. That goes with everything in life, you know. If you get the chance to be around, you know, greatness of something that interests you, go for it. What have you got to lose? You know, you're not a professional, so they're not going to be, you know, if they're a good person, they're not going to be making fun of you because you're not as good as them. Of course you're not as good as them, but you're learning from them. And you take those lessons with you. All right. Again, let's see, today's Tuesday. Okay. You want to come over here with me and while I clean the buckets, I guess? Whoops. There we go. Zoom out a little bit. Put you in the shade as much as I can. Ooh, whoa, we are crooked as all get out. There we go. Try not to get the neighbor's car. Okay. This is environmentally safe, relatively, car washing products. This isn't like oil, you know, or non-biodegradable stuff. It's just soap. Is it good for the grass? Probably not. It doesn't kill it though. That's dead because the sun comes in right here when it's sunset. So it just shines there and just blasts it. So other than that, it doesn't kill the grass whenever I pour. Got plenty of weeds though when I pour this down. That's my bag of dirty rags. They get washed very specifically. There's a specific washing mode you have to set it on, a specific cleaner you have to use. It's a whole ordeal. Oh, brushy. Bloop. You may wonder what this is. That is a dirt guard. It catches all the dirt and crap. It flows through these top holes, and since they're tapered on the bottom, they can't just flush back up whenever you reach in, you know, to grab something. So it keeps the dirt at the bottom relatively. So they're very useful in the car washing world. All right, let's rinse them off. This one's always the dirtiest. Then I flip these upside down and put the little dirt grate on top and let them dry. Besides spraying these down, I don't like wash them or anything. I just rinse them thoroughly. All right, this little guy. That one's never as dirty as the tire bucket. If it was, there is a serious problem. All right. Coil up the hose. go. Okay. A shower after this is always very satisfying. It's like car washing myself. Very good. Very nice. All right, another rag. Ooh, that bed is looking inflated. Looking good there. I don't want to give it to them yet, though, the dogs, because I want it to be fully inflated. Yeah. Let's see here. All right. I think that's it for y'all. Or that's it for me for now, for y'all. I'm gonna rinse up, clean up a little bit, and then go pick up the missus, get some food. Thanks for hanging with me all this time, Ace. I think that would be you, the only person. So, appreciate y'all. And, oh, yeah, show you the car one last time. It's clean enough for now. Tomorrow, I'll do the inside. And then next wash after this one, a couple weeks, really gonna get detailed with it. So, anyway, thanks for watching, and you're awesome. Y'all are awesome. Appreciate it. Have a good evening.